So let me just start off by saying this is the new rules of business and why are we sharing this with you. All of you are entrepreneurs. The biggest worry I was told by Indrajit, one of the chairmen of one of the biggest banks in this country and also one of the most admired companies. He is the chairman of that company, and Indrajit met him. And what did he say? In exactly 30 seconds, he outlined what his biggest problem was. He says, I am extremely worried that there are these 25-year-old guys working in some garage who could come and topple the entire organization that I have built in exactly a few months. This is the thought that is keeping the chairman is one person we admire. The government of India has configured a huge honor on him. He is also the chairman of one of the companies that changed India, right? And his thought is there is this 25-year-old person who is working somewhere in some garage who has the capacity to topple an enterprise that took him 30 years to build. Now, if he can be worried, I can assure you each one of our businesses is under threat. But the problem is, my idea is not to scare you. The question is, if those 25-year-old can disrupt a 30-year-old enterprise or a 50-year-old enterprise, what is stopping us from taking on the industry leader wherever we operate and topple them? What is stopping us from becoming the next Uber? These are just people between the age of 25 to 35, but don't take it, it's the young people who do it, it's the young mindset that is doing it. And therefore, what I wanted to share with you is, US Army, why US Army is in the kind of a issue that it is, because it's teaching its soldiers to fight the last war, but never the next battle. The reason is, the entire infrastructure is built to fight an enemy who was visible. But today the enemy has become invisible, and if the enemy is invisible, they are not trained to fight that, and therefore you see what is happening in various parts of the world. So the objective largely is one thing, that I want to share with you not the rules with which you are familiar, with which you are fighting your competitor or gaining consumer franchise, but to share with you how can you win the next war. So with this in mind, I want to start off with two small anecdotes, and then we will get on to it to share with you what I feel about it. There was this old lady, pitch dark night, and she is there on a road under a street lamp looking for something. There is this young gentleman who is walking by the road, and he sees this old lady obviously in distress because she is searching for something. So he feels it's his duty to go and help the old lady. So he goes and asks the old lady, Madam, are you looking for something? She says, yeah, I am looking for something. I lost my house keys and I don't know what to do, so I am trying to find it. So the young gentleman says, oh, of course I have to help her. So he also starts helping her search for the keys. And then what happens? To focus the search in the area where the key was lost, he then looked at the old lady and said, Madam, can you tell me where exactly have you lost the house key so that we can focus our search there? So the old lady got up to her full height and pointing to an area somewhere in the distance where it was total darkness, but the house could be seen. She says, I lost my key there. So this young man is puzzled. He said, Madam, if you lost your key there near your house, then why are you searching under the street lamp? The old lady looked at him puzzled, and she said, because the light is here, therefore I am searching here. What is the lesson for us? The lesson for us is, unfortunately, for some reason, the kind of information, knowledge, experience that we have can be limited. So when we come across problems, what may be happening is that we would be looking for solutions only in the lighted area, whereas the actual solution may lie in the dark area. And if the solution is lying in the dark area, and if you look where you only know what you know, the lighted area, then you will obviously not get the right solution and you will obviously be in problem. So what is the objective of this workshop is to increase the information that you have, the experience that you have, so that the lighted area increases as much as possible. And if the lighted area increases much, then chances are that whenever you face a problem, chances are that the solution may lie in your lighted area.